Morning. Hey, what's right with you? Hey, down, what's going down? Morning, good morning. Hey, down. Hey, everything get right. On this side, not the other side. Yeah. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, today gonna be a interesting one. I heard my play yesterday. Let's see how it go today. Man, I am so happy to be here. Coming to America, man. It's time. Just 80 degrees, boy. Hey, Man, 80 degrees. Mic check, mic check. All right, game time. Man, messed up my yesterday. Man, so, sound good, man. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one today. Hurt my foot. Oh, Yeah, man. I messed up my foot yesterday, last night. See what I got in me that day. It's a challenge right now. Nonetheless. Ah, good one. Salute, salute. Oh, so there you go. Yeah. Hey, good morning, good morning. Hey, Tiff, happy birthday. My wife's birthday today. Yeah, happy birthday. Man, my damn foot yesterday. I did a bobbing like, I ain't so well. And he says, going inside blanket, I thought it would be. Hey, boy, anyway. Wonder how the rest of this work out strong. Number one rule, show up. Show up. If you ain't gonna be that day, you show up. Well, hey, yeah, man. Rain, hell, sleet, snow, we gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Strain, pain. No, man. Yeah, take care of your body though. You know, don't do nothing stupid. Yep. You gotta show up. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta show up, John. That's it. You know. Just because you show up, that don't mean everything, but showing up, especially when you got every excuse in the world not to. It means something, you know what I'm saying? For real. That's real, man. Yeah, it be them days where you show up and you know you're supposed to go extra hard. You know you're supposed to go above and beyond. Then it'll be them days where you show up just to get through the routine, to do the regular routine. Then it be days you show up and you know it's like you just literally you ain't even there. You just going through the motion. And then it'll be them days you show up and that was the challenge right there. I did, you know what I'm saying? That was the challenge right there. Probably the biggest challenge was putting them feet on the floor when the eyes open, man. Yeah. See what I got, man. Uh, I don't know. I should be fine, man. Oh, man. If I was like first variation, man, I ain't run out of number to run out of stuff right now. Yeah, man, I messed up this whole all this is ooh boy. But anyway, no excuses, man. Let's get this time going. Let's go. All right, around the world. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be all right though. Got to walk. I got. I got to rub some dirt on it. Walk it off. Yeah, nah. Them foot injuries be them hidden sagas, them hidden sequels. Okay. Right. Getting that blood flowing out of make pain go away. Yeah. You know when you get done, you calm down, you're ready to lay down, that's when you come back. Yeah. And it's like once you get that momentum going, get the routine going, it be stuff like this. Knock you off the game, knock you off the square. That's why I'm gonna show up. Sometimes, not all the time. It just I find ways to really do it. And the other day, I'm just going through the motion, just having the kid do it. Yeah, I, I don't think it's get it get it looked at action. Thank goodness. That bad boy is in pain. Oh yeah, yeah. I put weight on it. I it's like one of them things where because it just happened last night. So I'm sure I walk it off, wake up tomorrow, and they'll just be sore. You know, I don't know, man. It's one of them things where it's like, if you know. Like what I'm saying is bad, bad. When it's extra bad, and you know. Yeah, it's just one of them things. I just think I need a day. Let's do the day. Yeah. Uh, that's what I'll be saying though. Even with these type of situations, sometimes just going through the motion, like right now, the more I go and the more I get my blood flowing, the less I guess painfully the pain is there. I'm gonna know when I get to these burdens, if I can do it or not. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Running this course. Thanks. You know? Yeah. But it be like when you don't go test the waters, you know what I'm saying? When you don't be like, let me go try and see what I can do versus you saying, I'm just gonna rest. Rest is gonna make your body feel it up even more. Don't get it twisted. You know nobody better than anybody else. Yeah. You know your body better than anybody else. But testing the waters, at least, you know. Like right now, it's starting to feel numb, which is good. That means I can keep going. You know, I felt that. Okay. But feel the fun. Yeah, blood flowing. Yeah, yeah. That's another thing. Getting blood there also helps repair. It also helps repair. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll be good by tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, salute, salute. Good morning, good morning. Glad to see you. Work continues. The work continues. Yeah. Wait. Hey, if you open your eyes this morning and you were blessed enough to be able to put your feet on the ground, just remember there's somebody laid up in the hospital bed right now, hoping, wishing, just to be able to have that functionality, all that little pain up, strain. Let's get better. Come on. Yeah. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Self healing. Ain't laid up, being laid up. We got to go through this motion. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That's good. Man, I hate dips. I hate dips. It's the one thing that I hate the most is that. So I used to do a lot of them, but even when you see me do them now, those are the easy ones. So there's a version of dips. If you trying to work your chest, like really put it on your chest, man, I think maybe consistently, consistently, maybe I can do 3. I'll show y'all. Hopefully, if I still got it. I mean, not now. I ain't gonna do it right now. I just do. I just go through the motion with the dips. Yeah. Yeah, the the variation of dips that I'll do, or the style, I guess you could say, works chest, arms, and a little bit of back. And it's nothing over the other, nothing special. But it's different ways of doing them. That's just how I do those. To me, in my opinion, those are the easy ones. So call it what you will. Good morning, good morning. Hey, hey, if I can, you can. If I can do it and you don't have a, a serious handicap, a serious handicap, physical or mental, if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah, I'm just working through this injury or pain, whatever you want to call it. Hurt my foot, but but just I wouldn't care. Look, I wouldn't care if I had to come up and show up and roll around on the ground from side to side, because that's an exercise too while you playing, and that's a for real exercise. Left on. You would see me roll around on the ground in the time frame that I got to work out versus me being laid up in the bed feeling regret. You think it costs to put in the work? Wait until you get the bill for regret. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You think it costs when you start tallying up all the work you got to put in. Just wait until you get the bill for regret. You just wait till you get that bill for bad health. Come on now. Well, I can do what you can too. I'm gonna attempt to do these burpees. See what I got? Yeah. A lot of people work hard to avoid getting a job. Straight up, man. 7 days a week, we gonna ride. I don't care if I gotta roll around on this ground. Ha ha, ha ha. Meanwhile, meanwhile, let's go. Hopefully, ain't no guarantee I'm gonna ride these burpees out. It's depending on, you know, how this, I don't know, how my body react. But nonetheless, man, 25 minutes. Let's go. It's so bad. I'll be looking awkward doing these bad boys. Lean to the left. Lean with me, rock with me. It's so much. There's so much to get lost in these days. It's so easy to get distracted these days. And everything else except for self. So once you start focusing on yourself, once you start taking the emotion out of your day-to-day decision, taking those emotions and understanding the power behind the energy in them. Store that power, use that power when it's used. What's the power you? Now, that day you guys, although a while back, a few months back, somebody came on here and called me evil version of David Guy. Funny, eh? But nah, man, I could never feel David Guy's shoes. Boy, do I think I got I got some some demons that I be shaking and all that stuff. But my stuff ain't dark like his, you know. And they go to show you that we all have our own mission. We all have our own mission. We all have our own journey. You know, my journey is my journey. And the crazy thing about it is when you get lost in the sun of your own journey, where you doing you to the outside world, to everybody else, you're crazy. You look crazy. You're upset. You're this and you're that. You just doing you. You in your journey, right? So if people would think that you are obsessed, if people think that crazy, you know what I'm saying? Salute, salute. If people think that you crazy, right? So let's just say you're on the outside looking in at your own self, and you think that you crazy, out of body experience. I got a mic for sure. If you take on that journey of somebody that you feel is insane, it is thrown off. Did you understand why they're doing what they're doing? Right? So, that being said, there's no way that I could ever feel David Goggins' shoes, right? I could never feel David Goggins' shoes. Because from the outside looking in, he was crazy. He sold out. But in all reality, he's just going through the journey in life. And that's his path. Right? Now, if I were to chase that path, I would be chasing a path after a passionate man who's lost in his journey. But on my end, I'm not as passionate. I'm not as driven. I'm not as insane doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results and enjoying, right? I'm saying that to say that when you get off your journey, when you really start doing you and you focus, and I mean 1,000% focus, right? You're going to seem crazy to everybody else. You'll be obsessed with whatever it is that you are thinking. Right? It's your journey. So, with that being said, like, that's the whole purpose of you versus me, right? We trying to find your purpose, my purpose, and so on and so forth. Now, just because, I sincerely admire David Goggins. Look up to David Goggins. Either. I know for a fact I can't do what he does because I don't have the passion to do it. I believe the majority of folks can meet him at least halfway if they had the goal that this and all still quick, right? But is that your journey? Is that the path that life is leading you down? See, a lot of us go a long way the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Chasing after somebody else's grave. You know what I'm saying? Trying to you know, look like this person, or he bench this amount of weight, so I want to bench this amount of weight. Or he did this, he accomplished this, so I want to accomplish that too. I'm not saying that stuff like that might not be your path. But what I am saying is, like you, a lot of us, we caught up in the mix and don't know who we are or what we're here for, or even what direction to look at or look in when it comes to take on the next step. But we get lost trying to be somebody else, have a pitching contest with somebody else, and do a whole bunch of nonsense in the wrong way. I ain't saying what's happening. What's happening? Mind we never focused on ourselves to begin with. When somebody was, you know, saw somebody else, you know, intimidated or whatever the case may be, or you didn't have any kind of goals, and you just kind of make their goals, your goals. All I'm saying is, me, I am my worst enemy. You understand? I am my worst enemy. Not you, not the trolls, not no, me. You understand? And a lot of us won't take that time to do the due diligence in anything that we have to take and make a commitment to. We just want it to be laid out for us. You know what I'm saying? Just laid it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just want it to be laid out. He did this. He ate this. He went through this process. Now he's a millionaire. No, it don't work like this. You understand? Because the thing is, they see the shine, but they don't see the grind. You understand? The reason why a person like David Goggins or Kobe Bryant or people that caliber to go and hit those heights with that such determination over long periods of time. You see, I'm not talking about a spurt or a joke or you getting up and getting motivated, having a 2-3 month run, or this and that. What I'm saying is, when you find yourself, you find wealth. When you find yourself, you find wealth. When I see David Goggins, I see somebody who did a whole bunch of looking in the book. So trying to find themselves. When I look at Kobe, I see that. You know what I'm saying? When I look at certain characters, that. You know what I'm saying? It's people like that I can't necessarily say trendsetter. But if we were talking about music, or we were talking about something of that caliber, you only have less than a handful that set the trend for the next 10 years. Then everybody else sounds the same. Everybody else looks the same. See what I'm saying? Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm saying, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I should make a song. Know what I'm saying? 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 But anyway. Hey, yo, Chris. What up? Now, the ones that don't have kids, take your time and know them. They on their journey. Those are the ones that find a way. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but as long as they consistent, as long as they fit, those are the things that matter. Those who feel intelligent. How many people have started their physical fitness thing, they physical thing dirty, not when they feel it? You know? Hey, good morning, good morning. Good morning, man. Blessed to be here, man. It's like, oh, it's my foot right now. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. I know I'll be fine by tomorrow. But like, I can't stress it enough. You know, and I already had, yeah, that's right, done it now. And that's how it go. And that's how it go. As long as you know, you know, you know what I'm saying, Jeff? You know. Yeah, that's where it's at. Because I know for a fact, I know for a fact, I can't go with this guy. I can't die. Tell you. I mean, yeah, I can train for it. I can work towards it. I don't have that will. I don't have that will. I don't have that will. I don't. It's not for me. It's not for me. Right? So, really got a little first. Now, they got you before they got you. They got you supposed to say, both of them got you for, you know. Anyway, Lady Gaga set the world record for pull-ups. Guinness World Record. And I told y'all before, side note, I told y'all, hey, nobody has ever ran a 4-minute mile, broken a 4-minute mile in history. Question. And they said, my choice. A human could not do it. This is what was said until a human did. Now it's well into the triple, quadruple digits. I haven't checked lately, but it's into the quadruple, like triple, quadruple, almost quadruple of humans that have broken every spinning mile. Right? So back to David Goggins. David Goggins set the world pull-up record. Guinness World Record pull-ups. Right? For 3 tips. First tip, 201. No, first tip, I can't remember what happened, but it was something that stopped him. Second attempt, he pulled a muscle. Third attempt, he gets. Oh, that's what it was. First attempt, he had somebody with him. He had somebody, you know, simultaneously doing the pull-ups with him. But anyway, so he sets the pull-up record. And I think he did at that time, it might have been like 4,000, 5,000. And me, reading this and seeing this, in my mind, I'm like, I can do that. 24 hours, I know I can do that. But that was how I thought about it when I approached it. Because I know I can't. But anyway, then here, three people have been here worldwide. See what I'm saying? Right? And I think we're looking out somewhere around 10,000 pull-ups in 24 hours. Crazy, right? Right. So, then Like everybody, like I gotta go. Like pull up, in the title of no. He saw his work. He came. He saw. He conquered. He did what he did. And he also set the trends. And now people are breaking that trend. I mean, he said, since I ain't hot. Now the person is third person. He's pull up record. I can guarantee you, they're not century runners. I can guarantee you they're not doing everything they want their own journey. You see what I'm saying? It just so happened that at that moment, that particular category, they turned crops. Not only that, some of them, one of them, or all of them might have been inspired, motivated, determined, took it as a challenge when they saw the pull-up record get set because nobody really thought of it. Right? There's a dude on YouTube right now that can do 1,000 plus sit-ups. I mean, one set. One set. 1,000 push-ups. One set. I'm gonna say that again. 1,000 plus. We can do more than that in one set. One day, taking on the channel, we five doing 6,000 push-ups in one day. 8,000 push-ups in one day. Right? I don't believe it does too much anything else. I think it might give a little bit of answer, but push-ups is this thing, right? If we a whole bunch of haters coming in here talking this thing, remember that his journey. His journey is push-up. That bit on my back is more than ego. So this thing is push-ups. And physique-wise, he's not chopped up, but he's looking good, right? Look at journey has never been on this path. I can never see myself even wanting to do push-ups like that. What? Like, am I hating on it? Hell no, I was buying it and it didn't go. That's it with you go. To know. You're like, that's not my journey. You know what I'm saying? And then I go, know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, that's not my journey. But it's going on for me. Because I do inspiration for me. And so, can I even get some gain from it? Can I learn something from it? I sure can. Because if I was just trying to get my push-ups up, I might want to follow him for a bit. Or tell myself, when he does, prepare myself to be able to get my push-ups up. I can still get $50,000. Not about the work that he putting in, but how does he get to the work? Like I say, it to me, personally, this is me, my personal opinion. You tell me, or you show me your lowest point. I don't want to hear about the wins. You show me your losses and how you overcame them, and I'll tell you what kind of man you are. Those are the lessons in life. You know? Those are the lessons in life. You know? How hard does a boxer, like working, a professional boxer, work, even in the fight, this championship fight, How long does he train one night? You know what I'm saying? How long does he put in that work? That 1 month. Like these little things that mean everything. Sometimes that's why I say sometimes going through the most. The challenge is the challenge every day. Every single day. It is a challenge. The challenge might not be physical. The challenge might not be physical. I don't like it, but that's how you know. Yeah. Salute to the work, man. Look to the ones that either are willing to face the man in the mirror, the ones got no choice, they can't run, they can't hide, not face the man in the mirror. And the one finding the breakthrough, the understanding is truth versus you. Like that right there alone is you on your way. Because all these things that I'm talking about started with one. Every last thing that I'm talking about started with one. Hope started with one shot, one working on one routine. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Like everything starts with building that routine. No matter the direction you're going in. Like you will, for sure. I'll tell you what, man. Let's get ready. Gotta get myself together, man. Yeah, but that's one of the things, man. You know, uh, understanding, man. That's why I say it's like when it comes down to it, like even if working out, man. So many people get offended or extra self-conscious or don't know any better or a whole bunch of stuff. But they are willing to be sheep, you know, within their own life and their routine, looking for a way before they do their own due diligence. You know, I can't tell you everything there is about health. I can't tell you everything there is about diet. But I can tell you this, and I stress this all the time. What I'll say it like this. Let me break it down. What I eat don't make you shit. What I drink don't make you piss. Break it down. Listen, just because it works for me doesn't mean that it will work for you. Especially when it comes to the diet. Because genetics are real. No, genetics don't hold you back and so on and so forth. Yes, they can, you can have some ailments and stuff and so on and so forth. But as long as you can unlock your genetic key when it comes to the diet, then you can have a better experience per se. A better experience. Your blood type, all of that stuff matters. But we'll see a commercial and we'll see a product and we'll see a visual of somebody's physique or or somebody famous, and then we'll be sold. You're sold. This is how I go. This is what it is. This is how it's supposed to work. So anything that I say, yes, you can get a whole bunch of game from me,
You could, just by watching, you could put it on mute and just, see the motion and see, whatever. But just because I do this does not mean necessarily that it is for you or it's going to work necessarily for, just the same way that it works for me. Although I will say this, anybody that commits to this, in my whole heart, and it's been proven, sees a dramatic difference. But take it with a grain of salt, because back to what I was saying, along your physical journey, your physical fitness journey, spiritual journey, and mental, the whole nine, we don't take the time to sincerely do our own due diligence on our own self. Things that get promoted and put out there and sold or stuff as universal, it's just that, it's universal. You are not a universal person. You are an individual. You are unique. You have your own journey. You have your own path. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you special. So you need to do your own due diligence on what works for you, how you can get the most benefit from it, and how you can continue to do that. Because when you find your sincere path, when you can find that, then you start getting all types of energy and momentum, and you start going through the process, even when you don't have it, even when it's not there. But you got to take the time to start doing your due diligence on everything. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like these folks be just saying stuff and trying to sell you stuff and make it sound good. And we are in that age where it's all about wordplay. It's all about wordplay. Yada yada yada. Run your mouth. Yada 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 yada. But listen, how many of us are taking the time to do our own research? Especially when it comes to you, yourself, your version of some of the biggest transitions that happened for me, and going through this physical fitness journey was, it came in levels. I had the physical side where I started learning the workouts that work for me, the workouts that I could get the most benefit from in a little and in the most smallest amount of time. The next level, diet, learning to change my diet. I would change one main thing out of my diet at a time after I had did my research, taking one bad thing out and replacing it with one good thing that I can enjoy. And when I would do that, I would slowly start seeing the benefits of that one thing added to my diet. You consistently start doing stuff like that. Before you know it, your whole diet has changed and you're seeing the difference. It's a build. And in the process of doing that, guess what I learned? I learned about my body, doing my due diligence. Stop letting these folks sell you whatever they gonna sell you. If you see me and I can do all of this without having a gym membership, without having a personal trainer, without having a dietitian, without having all of that extra stuff, you can too. This physical fitness industry is built off of your vulnerability, and health is wealth. Don't let this they try to do y'all like the news. They try to do us like the news. Put you in the fear. Well, you got all the tools right now. You get to talking this stuff, man. I like this stuff is crazy. It's crazy. We sit up here talking about I say I wasn't gonna go there with this stuff, man. But look, I'm gonna say this and then I'm out, man. Like, you see how much fruit costs when you go to the grocery store. You see how much fruit costs, and at times it's hard to get fruit. Well, did y'all know that having a front yard with no edible vegetation at one point in time was a sign of wealth. So we've been played into a whole deal. So I'm saying, how come you don't see yards full of, you know, vegetables? I'm talking about in everybody's front yard, like regular neighborhoods, you know, fruit trees and all of that stuff. The free stuff, the stuff that you got to go to the store and buy. If you should never have to go, you should rarely have to go buy some apples. You see what I'm saying? You should, man, this stuff should be falling, the oranges falling out. You should be able to have them in your yard. They play on our vulnerability, and it's no different with the physical fitness industry. You gotta have this, you gotta have that, you gotta have these supplements, you gotta have these additives, you gotta have this help to get you along. Meanwhile, it's people in third world countries with less looking like action figures and doing the work with no gym and doing less, you know? So I don't know, man. When you start understanding it's about self, you ain't gotta look anywhere else, man, means something. But anyway, hey, it's my wife's birthday today. So it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing, man. Another day done. Foot don't feel so bad. And that be the stuff that I be talking about. Like, you think it costs to put in this work, just going through the process. The days that you dreaded to get it in or whatnot. Man, if I was laid up in the bed and going throughout the day, even though I can say, you know, typically I got a doctor's note or whatever the case you want to say, I'ma feel negative. Yeah, John. Like, you know, just having that in the front yard, you know. Yeah, but if I miss and you know, I go throughout the day and all of a sudden you know, my little issue foot, whatever I'm whining about feel better, I'ma have regret. I'll be like, damn, I know I could have got it in. I feel like you know what I'm saying? I feel less of what I should do, you know, being less of the person I should be for the day, man. And going through this stuff, man, I've noticed that my body recovers faster. For everybody, you know, talking about resting and stuff like that, and don't get it twisted. The workout that you do, the variations and everything, all that matter. The nutrition you put in your body. I'm not sitting up here saying just because this is what it is for everybody. But you know, when I have injuries, as long as I'm not hospital ridden, you know, as long as I'm able to go through the motion, even if I could barely put weight on it, just going through the motion for me, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. For me, it helps my body recover a lot faster. You know, if I would have laid up right now, like I say, because my little injury right now, and not go through the motion, not only mentally would I feel like regret, if my little injury that I'm whining about just so happened to start, you know, clearing up and feeling better during the day, I'm feel like, God, I just messed up. And then what do you do in that time frame? You gonna go back to sleep? Oh, that's the start of a bad habit. You know, you don't work all this time, you know. Trust me, for the ones, not for everybody, but for the ones that do get active 7 days a week, trust me, there'll be a time that'll be out of your hands where you're gonna have to take a couple rest days. Believe that. Life is life. But hey man, I got much love for everybody, man. I just hope that people can get some jewels from this, and be able to apply it to their life, just to be like, you know, hey, if he can
If he can show up, I can show up, you know? Excuse me. Yeah, if he can show up, I can show up. If he can complete a process, I complete my process. Period. Sleep with the giants, wake with the monsters, and eat with the lions, man. You are the captain of your fate and the master of your soul. The master of your fate and the captain of your soul. Yeah. The one thing that I can, and I'm gonna say this real quick before I get out of here. You know, whether you like the routine or you dislike the routine, it doesn't matter what you are doing in life. Do it for 30 days straight. The most tedious task that you could possibly do. Within them 30 days, you'll find different routines, different ways to get it done, or the whole nine. But ultimately, no matter whether you like it or love it or hate it, your body will be adjusted to it. So get up and go through the motion, man. Get it started, get that momentum going, get that ball going, man. You know? Hey, and I'm out. Much love. I'll be back in here tomorrow like I love my wife and kids, though. You know. Even if I gotta roll around on the ground, I'm here. Peace.
Not fairy tales, Shogun standing tall, boy, you built brittle. We built different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth, boy, we built different. You bark loud, but your yard look